Welcome to Reread. We're going through 4 issues of the Marvel comic book series, issues 70 to 73 here. This is on Luke and Lando and their mission, and Chewbacca, looking for Han Solo here. And basically, issue 70 is, because it's a big issue, right? The 70th issue of Star Wars. So it's got to be a Han Solo story. Has to be a Han Solo story, right? So before they go to the planet of Stynax, Luke wants to tell Lando a Han story about something that happened on Stynax a long time ago. When Princess Leia was wearing her buns, because this is after A New Hope, and Luke's in his, white desert gear. Everyone's wearing the same thing they wore in A New Hope, because Lord knows they didn't have any clothing changes there. But they were on Stynax a long time ago. They ran into Rick Duel, which we've already seen chronologically speaking in A.C. Christen's book. But Rick Duel, for some reason, Han doesn't like Rick Duel, but the last time he saw him, Rick Duel was helping out. And this is kind of a miss by A.C. Crispin. I don't think she realized that, Rick Duel, even though later on he becomes a friend in the Marvel comic books, when they first meet, it's not on good terms. In fact, Han doesn't trust Rick. Which in the book, it seems like he didn't mind Rick taking over a gunner. I think Rick was taking over one of the gunner ships in Millennium Falcon. Either way, he's not suspicious of Rick for anything. But, oh well, who cares, right? So Rick and Danny are introduced, and then it talks about how Han, Luke, and Leia dig up some kind of statue or idol that means a lot to the Stynax people. Rick double crosses them, takes the statue for himself, and as Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie all get off of the planet on the Millennium Falcon, the Stynax know where the idol is, because Han tells them where the idol is, and they go to find Rick Duel, who's just been apprehended by the Empire. He says, "Oh yeah, I was going to give this to you. Here you go." And then of course here they come, and here come the Stynax in the sky, and the Imperial goes, "What?" And as the Millennium Falcon is soaring from the planet, Rick Duel goes, "I know you're behind this, Han Solo. I'll get you for this." Get you for what? You betrayed them. What did you think would happen? I don't know. That was kind of weird. But that's what he says. Khan! That's what he should have said. Khan. It's a Star Trek. This is written by Star Trek fans. Anyway, if Star Wars was Star Trek, it would be the Marvel comic books. There you go. Anyway, issue number 71. Now we get to the real stuff, right? Luke and Lando go to the Stynax planet, where they go into a bar, because Lando goes, "That's where we can find," they're trying to find AG-88 and Bossk. He says, "Well, they'll probably be in a bar." Sure enough, they both are, but unfortunately, someone recognizes Lando as a guy that, Lando says, "He cheated me years ago," or no, I'm sorry, the alien says that Lando cheated him, and he'll put a $10,000 bounty on Lando's head right now. So of course, there's a whole mob of people turn around, and they start blasting at Lando, and Luke's like, "Oh, play it cool, you said. Stay low, you said. Don't make a scene." And Lando's like, hey, it happened a long time ago. I can't help it. He's an adorable smuggler, a scoundrel too. But anyway, as they're running away from the mob, they encounter hidden in one of the little huts. They hide out in the dark. Rick Duel and Danny, they're back. They've met him back. So they've been stranded on the planet ever since, I guess. I don't know. They're just living there. But you knew they were going to come back. Well, Luke is trying to find the whereabouts of IG-88 and Bossk. But when Lando sees him again, he goes, "No, Luke, I just saw Han." And they see, Han's carbonite, frozen carbonite, going to this building. Like, all we have to do is get in there. And so they get in, and they go to free Han Solo, and it turns out to be Chido. Chido is the Rodian, and I forgot to mention him, but he was also in that earlier adventure in issue 70. He's not seen in 71 till the end, because he was the person in the carbonite, not Han Solo, and it was a trap set up by Bossk and IG-88 to get that reward with the entire mob that just showed up like some random bounty hunter surprise party. So they have him surrounded, and of course that's how issue 71 ends. 72 picks up with Rick and Danny jumping to the rescue, and they're coming out from behind the carbonite. Were they there the whole time? Were they going to save him too? Did Luke and Lando just screw up the whole trap thing? I don't understand. But anyway, they come out, help them break out and get away. Meanwhile, Chewbacca sneaks off the Falcon and tiptoes around Stynax, because Wookiees aren't allowed to be there. He runs into one that looks at him and growls. The Stenaks growls, and then Chewbacca growls, and they both go their separate ways. I guess it's supposed to be funny. Then later on, as one's flying overhead, Chewbacca reaches out and grabs it by the ankle and pulls it down. And that's all we see. Basically, Chewbacca explains the situation with the bounty hunters and the whole mob chasing Luke and Lando, and that they're innocent. So he convinces the Stenaks to kind of take action, because they really don't take action on anyone who's not flying. They fly to their towers. They don't even bother with the city that much. But they decide to get involved, take out the mob and everything, and they're like, oh, okay. And then they leave. Rick stays on the planet. He goes, well, I guess we're even. No, Rick, you betrayed them a long time ago. You're not even, for whatever reason. But Dani sneaks aboard, and now she's part of the crew, just for one issue. So that kind of ends, and then we move on to issue 73. They meet the Lashabees, which are these cute little mini cat people, you know, like Ewoks, but with cat heads. And they're always giggling and laughing at Dani and Luke. Dani can't get her hands off Luke. Well, Dani and Leia get into an heated argument about something. Leia's trying to get the tapes off these planet where the Lashabees live. And Dani's like, well, I'm a thief. I could steal those tapes anytime I wanted. And Leia goes, oh yeah, triple dog dare ya. No one triple dog dares Dani. So they decide to team up, go breaking out, while Lando and Luke are like, what? They went on their own? Well, they end up breaking in. There's a big treasure vault, and out of all the treasure, Leia gets the tapes, and that's it. She escapes with the tapes, but then we find out that these little Lashabees, these little cat people, when they get older, they turn into ugly monsters. And so, of course, as they're making it back to the Falcon, they encounter some of these monsters that they have to take out. Oh no, what's that? That's the little cat people all grown up. Oh no! So, you know, Chewbacca gets some time to show off his brawn, and they make it off. But then, where's Dani? We don't know where she is. Well, she's got her own ship, and it's full of treasure, because she robbed the treasury. She goes, ha ha ha, now to go back and see my friend Rick and Chido, you know, and see if they miss me. Okay. That was kind of weird. Zeltrons are just like all over the place. First she's like, I'll never leave you, Luke. Luke, I love you, Luke. Leia, you're a witch. Oh, you want to team up? Yeah, look, let's go steal some stuff. Hey, I got some money, so now I'm going to go back and see Rick. Who knows? But you know what? That's a Zeltron for you. Because you know what they say? Zeltrons be crazy. Yeah, that's what they say. All right, folks. That's it for now. See you next time.